Now let's continue our discussion on ICMP version 6, that is part 2 of the presentation. So in part 1 we discussed about the error messages of ICMP version 6 in detail. Right now we can see the information messages. So these are somewhat similar to that what we seen in ICMP version 4 also. So the major information messages are the echo request and echo replay, then router solicitation and router advertisement, neighbor solicitation and neighbor advertisement redirect. Echo request and echo reply, you know, and that we already seen in V4 also. Similarly, router solicitation, router advertisement is familiar for you. Neighbor solicitation, that could be something new for you. Okay. So ICMP version 6 echo request and echo reply, just for checking the connectivity and also for calculating the round trip time, etc. in the number of hop. You can make use of this in a number of ways. So echo request is sent to test the connectivity to another device, and whenever a request is coming, reply will be sent back as a response to the request. So just like ICMP version 6, here also you can see, here just see this number. We saw that the second half of the 256 combination is given for information message. So 128, type 128 is for the echo request and 129 for the echo reply. Other fields, because there is no further splitting, so code is set to 0, checksum is there, identifier sequence number, etc. and there is optional data. So what is there in the request message, that is simply repeated in the reply message, just for locating. Means so that the sender will understand that this reply is for this particular request. And neighbor discovery messages, it can be used by nodes. It could be the intermediate routers or the host on the same link. So as the word suggests, we are trying to discover a neighbor. So neighbor in the sense, it can be the immediate neighbor or it can be the router, means my immediate router that is connected to me. So router solicitation, that is type 133, it prompts a router to send a router advertisement. So this is a request message actually. I want to know the information of the nearest router. So like that I am sending a request message. So router advertisement is the one that is sent by the routers to tell the host on the local network that the router exists and describes its capability. So which is the nearest router, whenever he is getting the router solicitation message, it will be replying back like an advertisement saying that I am exist and these are all my capabilities. Now this is something familiar for you that you already seen in IPv4. A neighbor solicitation, neighbor advertisement. And so if you know that we have the protocol in IPv4 called ARP, that is address resolution protocol, which is actually used for the purpose in case of IPv4. The same role is now done by IPv6 with the help of neighbor solicitation and neighbor advertisements. So that is like whenever you are sending an information from every router, that router has to identify the immediate next router, and that information it will be getting from the routing table. But routing table you are getting the IP address only, right? But through the data link layer, that physical link, the communication is by means of MAC address. Okay, so given an IP address, you should know what is a MAC. Then only you can make the actual communication possible. So ARP is something that is converting a given IP address to MAC. So by means of an ARP server we are doing it. But when it comes to IPv6, the same functionality is done by ICMP version 6. So that is sent by a device to request the MAC address of the another local device and provide its own, just saying like I want to know your address, MAC address particularly, by giving its IP. So a kind of conversion. So it advertisement is replied to this solicitation message. Okay. So if this concept is not clear when we are discussing ARP, it will be clear for you. So just understand what is done by ARP. Same thing is done in ICMP version 6 by this neighbor solicitation and advertisement message. So okay, that about the information message. Now this is a quick comparison between version 4 and version 6. If you look at the echo request and reply, that is available in version 4 and version 6, and timestamp request reply just for requesting the time information, and see just like the source ICMP error message. This is available in ICMP version 4 but not there in version 6. Address mask request and reply, that is also not here. These things are handled in a different way. Okay. So router solicitation and advertisement are there in both. Neighbor solicitation and advertisement, see if you are looking at ICMP version 4, it is done by another protocol called ARP, but here in V6 this ICMP version 6 is doing this also. That means there is no ARP protocol when it comes to IPv6. Similarly for group management we have IGMP protocol in IPv4, but in when it comes to IPv6 that group management is done by ICMP version 6. So this ARP, IGMP, these things are there with IPv4 only and they are not there in IPv6. And just as a case study, I just taken an example, that is how this message is useful for a particular application. For example, this path maximum transmission unit discovery, that is a application that is used for discovering or finding the path maximum transition unit. Now let's see how this can be done with the help of ICMP version 6. So first of all, you understand that what is path maximum transition unit discovery. To enable a host to discover the minimum maximum transmission unit on a path to a particular destination. That means from a sender, when I am sending some information to a receiver, on the way there will be different link, right, and each link will be having different maximum transmission unit, MTUs. And now I want to find out what is, so but say I am not able to draw here, just I have a source and a destination, on the way two routers are there. So from the source to router 1 I to send some information, that link is supporting a maximum transition unit of say 100 byte. I am taking an example. So from router 1 to router 2 say it is 300 byte. From router 2 to destination say it is 200 byte. See, so 100, 300, 200. So out of this, which is minimum, that is 100. And with this 100, if you are sending that information, definitely it will cross through the entire path. But if you are sending some information with a size greater than that, on the way it is to be fragmented. But we are not doing that fragmentation at the intermediate routers when it comes to ICMP version 6. So because that fragmentation and again redoing it, that leads lot of complexity to the intermediate routers, that we can simply avoid if you are restricting like that. Okay, so that is the idea. So the fragmentation, if you are looking at IPv6, the fragmentation is not performed by the intermediate routers. Instead, it is done by the source. So the source node may fragment packets by itself only when the path maximum transmission unit is smaller than the packets to deliver. So first the source node will find out the path maximum transition unit with the help of ICMP version 6. We will see how to find out it. So once it find out the path maximum transition unit, that is the minimum MTU on a path to a particular destination, it will try to send that much information only. So first it will try to avoid this fragmentation completely by requesting the higher layer to send information of size less than this path maximum transition unit. But in some certain cases, if the higher layer are not able to help the network layer, the source is not able to avoid this fragmentation. At that particular situation, source will be fragmenting the data by looking at the path MTU, that is find out just by using the ICMP version 6. We will see how it is to be calculated. Accordingly, the fragmentation will be done at the center, not at the intermediate routers. So path maximum transition unit discovery for IPv6 uses ICMP version 6 error message, which is a type 2 packet 2 big message. Okay, we already seen what is packet 2 big error message in ICMP version 6. That is a type 2 message. And using this message, we are actually calculating the path maximum transmission unit. So just we can take this example, the source node and the destination node. See, this link is having a MTU 1500 bytes, say here it is 1500, here it is 1400, here it is 1300. So initially the sender is not knowing what is the minimum MTU. So what the sender will do is, so just look at the immediate link is able to support 1500 bytes, right? So the sender will create an IP packet say with the maximum size, that is 1500. So a packet with the MTU for 1500 is created and it is sent by the sender. So here there is no problem. Here also there is no problem. But whenever it is reaching at this router, see the outgoing link is able to support only 1400 byte. So immediately at this point, it is forced to fragment, but as IPv6 is not supporting fragmentation at the intermediate routers, it will generate an error, and that error message is nothing but the ICMP version 6 error, and that will be coming back to the originator of the packet. That is ICMP version 6 error, packet 2 big error particularly. Right, because the size of the packet is bigger than this particular MTU. With this particular message, it will be communicating the maximum transition unit of that link also. Then only the source can control further communication. So accordingly, now the source is understanding that on the way there is a certain link which is of size 1400. So if I am sending a packet of size greater than this, this particular on the way it will be stuck to, right? So immediately it will send another packet with the size 1400. So that will smoothly go through this link, this link, this link. Right now at this point again this M2 is 1300. So immediately there will be another error message, ICMP version 6 error message that is coming back, that is packet 2 big message back to the sender. So as soon as it is coming, sender will understand that on the way this link is supporting MTU 1300 byte only, so it will send a packet with the size 300. So these are all test packets only, not the actual one. So this is how it is learning the path maximum transition unit. And now it is correctly received at the receiver. So by this process, so whenever it is correctly received at the receiver, the packet will be received and some acknowledgement will be coming back. So accordingly the sender will understand that if I want to communicate some information to this particular destination, the maximum, the minimum MTU on the way or the path MTU is 1300. So it will either ask the higher layer to send information such that the total size is less than this, or if the higher layer is not able to provide such messages, what is given by the higher layer, that will be fragmented at the sender side and it will be smoothly communicated to the receiver. Hope how this application is working is clear to everyone. Thank you.